Howdy folks, this video is a response to Meekakitty's video about anxiety. I'm not going to talk at all about Dutch or accent, so if that's why you watch me, then I'll see you in the next video. I did want to talk about anxiety because it's probably the biggest issue that I deal with in my day-to-day life. I don't make a lot of videos on YouTube about it because mostly I think they're probably not that interesting to people. I don't know, I hope I'm not offending you guys by saying that, but I think I would just repeat myself a lot. My anxiety has some weird physical aspects to it in that a lot of times I feel anxious and that I feel dizzy and nauseated without knowing why. Sometimes I'm just sitting at home by myself and I just feel anxious. If you want to hear more about that and when that all started, go back to some of my videos from 2008-2009. I'll probably put some links in the description or here somewhere. And you can watch, when that started and when it was really bad and some of the medications that I tried to take. It's mostly under control now, but I still feel anxious for no reason sometimes, and that's weird. But some of the stuff that Tessa talked about I really related to, especially the social anxiety. I've had social anxiety for, I guess, most of my life. It was the worst when I was about 18 or 19 and just starting college. It's gotten better now over time, I think just mostly with practice. The thing I especially identified with was the feeling of your brain shutting down when you try to talk to someone. That happens to me all the time. Just when I try to talk to somebody that I'm not comfortable with, somebody who's not a close friend or a stranger or I don't know, it's like my brain doesn't work properly. This even happens in really basic situations like ordering food at a restaurant. In that kind of situation, it's so basic, I don't feel upset about it. I'm not nervous consciously, but I do plan out everything I'm gonna say, like word for word. And then if the waiter says something that I didn't anticipate, like, I'm just like, I can't handle it. But my brain stops working. It's like I cannot function like a normal human being, and I don't know what to say. I have no idea how to deal with the situation. It's weird. It's really weird. And my default thing that I do is just agree with whatever the other person says. So that means I order food that I don't want, or in other situations I agree to do something that doesn't make any sense, or it's just weird. I just agree to everything and I get out of the conversation as soon as I can because I'm so uncomfortable and my brain is not working. I don't know what to do about that because my brain's just broken, but that's a weird thing. I also wanted to totally second Tessa's recommendation to pretend to be a different person. This is one of the things that I found to be most helpful, especially when I'm meeting a new person. I do this a lot at work when I'm meeting new clients or new people that we're working with because those people have no idea who I am. They don't know that I'm anxious. They don't know what I know or don't know, or how much of an expert I am, or how confident I normally am, how outgoing I am. So I can just invent a new persona. I usually don't think of a specific person. Sometimes I do think of like a person who I think of as really confident or successful or knowledgeable, and I'll sort of take on that person's attitude. But sometimes I'll just invent a person that I think they would like to meet, and then I'll be that person during the meeting. And it's not magic, but it works pretty well, and I found that it helps me just be more confident in meeting new people. I've had some specific success, and you're gonna think this is kind of silly, but I've learned to do one thing recently, like in the last 6 months, that I couldn't do before, and that is, when you're in a group of people and you want to take a picture, but you want everybody to be in the picture, you have to ask someone else to take the picture. And I've never been able to ask someone else to take a picture, and now I can do it. I've done it like 2 times in the last few weeks, and it's really empowering when everybody else is like, no, I don't want to do it, then I can just ask someone else to take our picture. And it seems like a pretty low stakes situation, right? What is the person gonna do? I guess they could say no, but nobody ever does. And it is a really low stakes situation, but I don't know. It's a small victory for me. Another thing that I want to talk about with anxiety, especially with that conversation thing, is that one thing I find interesting is that I'm not anxious about performing. I perform all the time with my taiko group, and some of the other people in my group, even some of the ones who are like more outgoing in social situations, are really nervous about performing, and they don't like to be up on stage, they don't like to be in front of people, they don't like people watching them. But I love performing. It just gives me such a rush, and I get so much energy from it, and beating off of the audience and stuff like that. So I enjoy performing, and I'm actually the like spokesperson, not spokesperson, but I'm the talker for our group. I'm the MC, right? So I talk before and after the show and between the songs, say this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what this next song is about, buy our t-shirts, all that kind of stuff, and I really enjoy that. I have so much fun with it. I'm not scared at all, and I think it has to do with control, because when I have the microphone, it doesn't matter how big the audience is or who's out there or what they think about me or about Tycho or about our group or anything, because I have the microphone. You know, they can't really interrupt me. They kind of could, I guess, but I've never been booed off stage or anything. So yeah, I feel a lot more confident. Even if things go wrong, you know, the microphone cuts out or there's some technical glitch or somebody falls over on stage or people are heckling me, which doesn't really happen that much. It doesn't upset me. I feel like I can handle it. So yeah, I don't know why that's different, except for the control issue. Okay, I think that's all the things I wanted to say, so I won't drag this on too long, and just say thanks to Tessa for making the anxiety video, and yeah, let me know if you guys identify with any of that. Are you anxious? Are you anxious for no reason? Do you like to perform? Does your brain ever shut down when you try to talk to somebody and they say something slightly different than what you expected? Because that's weird. Okay. Bye, kids.